girl, call me Kiah, and I am back with another exclusive episode of New Flava. If you're new here, we are a review series where we review local Cincinnati and Ohio music. And I am here with, if y'all know him, if y'all watch the show, y'all already
Flava
know.
In Ya Ear is a show that Kiah and The Norm put out.
Yes.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, call me Kiah.
And I'm The Norm.
Welcome to Cincinnati's Flava In Ya Ear.
We went to an art show Friday and got to network with a lot of artists, a lot of dope artists, a lot of dope photographers. We went to Wino's listening party.
Hey, shouts out Wino, by the way. Shouts out.
But I am here with Kel.
Hi.
He actually, if you don't know, he actually kind of started the New Flava chapter with me.
When it was everywhere.
We had to get our life, and I got it. So, welcome to season 2, baby. Today we are going to review Jones, none other than Tellum Jones herself. We're reviewing Sheep, an extended play. I loved this project.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really liked it. But also, like, I have a really weird obsession with her. Like, I really enjoy her.
2 years ago when we went to her live performance, I think we both kind of like...
We were obsessed. We were like, oh my gosh,
like live, like
I
she's
love her.
Great.
I love her. She's amazing. And, like, just about, like, the album, she definitely, like, rolled this out, like, properly. It came out in March last year. And it was 6 songs with 2 features. And it was dope. I liked it. There's one visual off it from the song Waldo. You can check the clip out.
Hey, $50,000 to the women find the fight man. Goddamn, cause I can't. Hey, $50,000 to the women find the fight man. Goddamn, hey, cause I can't. Look, where's Keisha?
Probably looking for a new daddy. Where's Kilo? Probably looking for an Eddie.
Where's Jonesy?
I'm 71 North. I'm Chrissy Crooked, Lucy stupid, Helly drunk off these skunk. I'm drinking, driving again, swerving and riding the Benz. So 12 is minding they biz and not out here mobbing with friends. I'm sick, pull over, guilt. Vomit in my rover. No comment on my current state, but you dime me with that notion. My triggers running rampant, spirits finding me some closure in the bottom of a bosom or a bottle with some cookies or a 10-piece limon pepper with some tacos, more cilantro on a dula obligato. Oh, I got to rekindle myself.
That was Waldo. You can check out the full clip down in the description box below. What did you think of the video?
The video was dope. I think it was a play on like consciousness or personalities.
Yeah.
Like the styling was great. If you saw it, her in the black outfit, I think that's her more laid back, collective kind of vibe, and then like the other kind of personality in it, I thought it was more of like her more hype lit vibe.
I liked the project. I thought the transitions were really dope. There was like a lot of parts that made me laugh. And I think it complemented the song really well.
Yeah.
I
And the
like
shots of like the different shots of the city, everybody uses downtown, but I think it kind of took it further than downtown in OTR.
Yeah. Because I think that that part where she was like in front of like the brick and one of her cells was like sitting on top and like there was, I think that's in the East End.
Yeah.
I think it's in the East End by Eli's.
That's what I thought too, but I couldn't remember because like I've seen it before, but
I
wasn't
definitely
for sure.
have seen it before.
And then like the shot in front of the Mockbee was kind of cool too, because that's like where, like if you are known to like local artists, that's where most of the performances happened, and that's like a kind of cool shout out to the Mockbee.
Yeah, the Mockbee. I remember there was a point in time where I was darn sick of the Mockbee, okay? I was like, don't take me to the Mockbee no more. But now I would love to see a Mockbee show.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the Mockbee, so.
Same. And now like it's like a bunch of new artists in there now.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know if I'm happier. or sad about that, or excited, or nervous.
You gotta review them and see.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of, let's jump into these categories. If you don't know, there are 4 categories here. We have lyricism, we have content and delivery, collaborations, and production. So, let's jump into it. I think we should start with lyricism.
Lyricism?
That's my favorite.
Yep.
Because it's my favorite category.
I mean, and this is definitely that.
Yes. Right? Okay, because it took me, so I don't know about you, but I had to go back and listen like 8 or 9 times, like, to really break down, like, what she was saying and, like, what she meant.
It's a lot. It's very metaphorical.
Yeah. Sonically, it's crazy.
Yes, and the versatility and, like, flows
is,
like, kind of, like, it was...
Yeah, the one thing that I didn't like, speaking of flow, is, like, there was some tracks, and I'm not sure if it's the flow or if it's, like, necessarily, like, the effects that she's putting on her voice, or, like, if it's, like, an intentional style, but, like, there's not a lot, but there was a few songs where I couldn't truly understand what she was saying.
Yeah, I feel like in Waldo, like, a lot of, like, our versatile lyrics, like, artists, they know how to keep that same energy when they're switching from, like, a different flow.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it kind of, like, fell off.
Just a little,
but then it, like, picked right back up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it fell off, like, in the transition and then just picked back up. So that's, like, one, like, call out that I would have. But, like, lyricism overall, like, it made you think.
Yeah, it was. I liked how she was, like, really talking about, like, real things, like, things that she did. Like, there was a track, what was it? It's like, when you break it down, she's, like, really... What I got from it is that, like, she's running from confronting her real issues. So she's, like, living this, like, lackadaisy life, and, like, she's loving, like, dealing with people who don't care about, like, the real things and, like, stuff like that. She's just enjoying that and, like, basically surrounding herself by distraction. And I think that that's really relatable.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that, like, I feel like everybody can talk about. Somebody has a story like that. And I think that that's real shit. Like, and she's talking about things that she knows.
Yeah.
And things that she's been through. Or, like, even on Composition 4, when she was just talking about, like, drinking and, like, just living in a haze.
I feel like all the songs went with the title of the EP.
Yeah, for sure.
We live in a time where social media is heavy. Mm-hmm. And I feel like she was kind of saying, like, when you have an interest, somebody that you're crushing on, like, stop paying attention to Instagram and doing things for likes when I'm right here and I'm giving you the attention. So I kind of felt that.
Yeah, I do.
Throughout that EP, but
definitely some raw emotion in there. I like the fact that she had kind of brought back storytelling in rap, like, and in, like, music. You don't really hear that too much anymore, and even when the album dropped, you didn't really hear too much of that. Like, you hear, like, kind of just, like, I got bitches, I got money, I'm dope, and which is fun. And, but she actually told stories.
And vocally, this is, like, great. Like, it gave me, like, a Willow Smith, like,
yes.
but deeper hip hop.
A little bit,
yeah,
too.
Kendrick, Willow Smith, like a deeper hip hop, like, Willow. Like, it was kind of dope. Like,
I loved it. I thought it was dope. I think lyricism wise, like, she definitely chose the 6 songs very well.
Yeah.
Very well. And she has a lot of good songs that are crowd favorites, like, when she performs.
Yes.
So, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, super relatable. Like, it kind of fed my heart, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's something, I like it because it's something that you can listen to, like, while driving, but it's also something that, like, you can, like, sit down and, like, have your headphones in and, like, listen to. And I like the fact that it's 6 songs, like, because now everybody wants to put 25 fucking songs on a project. So the fact that it was 6, it was nice. Good amount, not too much. It kind of leaves you wanting more, which is kind of what you want. But what?
It left me wanting more, but
Yeah.
like I feel like one or two more tracks, or even like a poem to end with, would have like kind of
Ooh.
like done it for me, but still left me wanting more. Cause
Yeah.
like Sweat was like one of the best tracks on
It
the
was. It
album.
was.
And,
I
like,
understood
to-
why she ended with that.
Yeah, but it was like the conclusion to that was just like, okay, now I need more. Like, what's now?
It
Like,
did leave me wanting more, and she hasn't really dropped a lot of music since.
Yeah.
But I think I like that it was 6 tracks. I could go for 2. I could go for like 2 more. If she ended with a poem, oh my gosh.
Like, I feel like a poem would have.
I would love that. Because that's actually how I first got hip to her. Like, so I went to a pop-up somewhere downtown by Mecca at this little shop. And there was like a lot of, there was just like people speaking about like uplifting like the Black community and like how we need to start like, you know, like having more versatility as far as employment in the Black community, like more Black scientists and like things like that, and just like trying to, I guess, like brainstorm solutions. And then that's actually where I met Peace too. Shout out Peace. But she did a spoken word, and I was like, holy fuck. And then I seen her at an open mic, and she sang, and I was like,
Yeah, I think we were at the Drinkery.
yes, and she
but
sang.
she did a poem that night too.
Yes, but remember I was like, she fucking sings.
Yeah.
And then where was it? We saw her rap. And I was like, bruh, oh, it's, yeah.
It wasn't Woodward.
It wasn't. It was
Theater.
somewhere.
It was somewhere, but it wasn't the mock beat.
It wasn't the mock beat. It was some. It wasn't Rakes either. Where
It wasn't Northside.
Was it in Northside?
I remember. I just remember it was no, because it was something more intimate. Like
It was,
like an
small.
intimate setting, and it
I
wasn't.
don't know.
But I remember the performance at the Drinkery.
But
Like that
oh
was like,
my god,
it was like, who is this?
I was like, I'm in love with her. I'm in love with her. She definitely has a fan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But okay. I think that we've covered lyricism. I think we're good on it, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Let's move on. Let's move to content and delivery, a good little spinoff. So I thought that it was super dope. I liked her flows and her vibes. And one thing that I noted was that I don't typically like when people distort their voices or have like effects on their voices. And I actually really thought it complimented her.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her voice is lyrically and like vocally, it's enough to where she doesn't have to auto-tune. She doesn't have to change and do weird voices. Like it was enough. And like track list wise, like it fit perfectly. Like especially having Waldo and then composition for it, and then the interlude in the middle was like a break from that, and then you went back to.
And then you jump into Liquor for Lies and then end it off with Sweat, and then you're like, it's over?
Yeah, which a lot of people, like for an EP especially, they just kind of like compile the songs. They don't think about like the track list
and how it flows.
like how it flows in track order. So
I love that. Yeah, I thought it was super dope. I wrote that her flow switches were very smooth throughout. And I just, again, like love the combination of real shit, positivity, and like vibes that came out on the project. Because like throughout every song, like regardless if she was talking about like being fucked up and being at your worst, like she still like made sure to like do a positive spin or like say something positive about it on the song. So I really liked that, and I really enjoyed that, and I thought that she did well. I just wish we could have had maybe one more video.
yeah, video for either Liquor for Livers or Sweat would have been dope.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just feel like that. Or even if you wanted to do like a little dark video, the composition part, I'd have been fine with that. But I just wish maybe one more visual.
Yeah, there was another, like, I don't know if you saw it, but there was like a Tiny Desk performance. Impulse. She did a song called Impulse that was kind of cool, but I wish it was like in correlation to Sheep, because the song fit perfectly to the EP. So
I wonder like if that song was like a part of it originally and like just didn't make the cut or something. I always wonder that when I hear like songs that's like, that sounds awfully a lot like
it felt like the vibe of it especially felt like it should be on the project. But
I think she delivered it well, and I liked what she was talking about. Like I said before, we were talking about lyricism is a lot of the times like you hear redundant content lately, and like so for her to have 6 songs that are like they all sound like different, but like all go together, and she's still talking about something. I like that. I enjoyed that. I applaud that. Yeah, no bad notes in content and delivery. None. Next, let's end content and delivery and let's jump right into collaborations. So I like that she only had 2 collaborations. I felt like anything more than that would have drowned her out. So I liked that. I loved the track with Muasi, and which is crazy because I don't even really like Muasi like that. But I really liked that track. I did.
I like that track too. No, it was dope. Their voices matched sonically, like it flowed together. I felt like it was a good decision adding Moasi.
You ever like say something like and you're like, I just
said that.
say that. I loved that track 5. I liked a lot. Liquor for Livers. I liked that a lot. I feel like that's probably one of the breakout tracks of the project.
Yeah, I think it's like Liquor for Livers and then Sweat. Like it was just.
I think Waldo gets a lot too though.
Waldo does, and it was a great like intro. I forgot to say that too. Like it was definitely a great intro out of all the songs. Like I think that worked. And
I think it was dope that she like followed it up like just back to the track list again. Like it was just really dope. But I would love to see like one of these songs performed with a collab person. I haven't seen that yet.
That's true. I don't think I've ever seen her like perform with anyone. But I will say, seeing her perform live with a band is amazing. So I think like her voice with a live band is great.
Beautiful. So her and JB, they sound amazing with bands. It's like just complements you well.
Need the collab.
They do need to collab. Did you hear the collab she did with Swoop?
I don't think so.
First of all, Swoop's my new favorite rapper.
Shout out Swoop.
Shout out Swoop. I love Swoop. I'm a Swoop stan. I'm not a Swoopy, but I'm a Swoop stan. Fuck the Swoop.
You don't want to be a Swootie?
I do not want to be a Swootie, but I support it. I do, and you should check out the song. You guys should check out the song. She just dropped. But I don't really have any bad things to say about the collabs. Like I said, like I thought when I saw that it was featuring Muasi and like this guy because I had never heard of Eugene right before.
I haven't either. It sounds familiar, but I've never like heard him actually. I don't think, but
I know for sure I've never seen him. But so I was like a little nervous because I was like, I don't really know these people. I've never heard of them. Like you just always are like, this is gonna be dope. But they were dope. I actually don't have any negative attributes on collaborations either. I think she picked them well.
Yeah, it didn't like take away from her. It didn't like overshadow her. I feel like the collabs worked perfectly
with the songs. I wonder if like the song if the songs were written and then she chose them, or if like the songs were like a collaborative effort, because like they seem like I couldn't hear like how sometimes you can like listen to a track and like you hear who's on it, but you're like, man, I wish like this person was on it, or I wish it was like a higher this, or like, oh, they chose Trey Songz, but I wish they would have chose like August Alsina or something like that.
Would you want a feature from?
But that's what I'm saying. I can't hear anyone else on the 2 tracks that she did choose a feature on. I would like to hear a composition for a remix though, with like a fucking crazy ass lyricist.
Who would you pick?
Probably that battle rap dude with the locks. What's his name? Zeke. H and H.
I know who you're talking about.
Something.
I know who you're talking about, though.
His thing will be right here because I'll find it by the time you see this. But Zeke, him.
I was thinking like maybe Oski.
I just don't. I mean, okay, so I like Oski, but he's not.
Like the cadence is not.
Yeah, exactly. Like
He's
not like not witty. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like
Witty bars.
witty would probably would. Shout out witty bars. But it's like there's a word I'm looking for. Oski's dope. I like Oski. Some of my favorite local songs are by Oski, and we both love Elephants. So shout out Oski. But it's like I don't know. Overall, though, collaborations were dope. That's just speculation. Let's move on to our last and final category, which is production. I loved it.
Production.
I loved the production.
I would like live instruments with it.
Yeah.
I think that's like the only thing that would have missed. But production didn't overshadow. It was mixed well. It wasn't.
Yeah, and I wrote that the beat for track 3, which is Litany, and track 4, the interlude, were dope.
Yeah.
Really, really dope.
Production on Liquor for Liver. I keep mentioning that song, but it was like the smoothest and like clean. Like it was.
Yeah. And can we talk about the fact that it was mixed really well too?
Yeah, like it was definitely mixed well.
I couldn't find like who actually produced it. Everything about the production credits was like Brethren Records.
That's all I found.
Yeah, but so whoever it is, it's probably somebody that's like in her team or something like that, because that's the label that she released this project under.
Yeah.
So
like, it was like mixed well. Production like really didn't overshadow it. Really complimented her and her style.
Yeah.
Sometimes with like local artists and like the more melodic and like more eclectic sound, they still have that like trap beat and that they're trying to like rap or sing over, and it just doesn't mesh well. Like this was like clean, smooth.
Did mention was the live instruments, and then I also wanted to hear like on the songs that are like crazier, I would have liked to have heard like a simpler beat, because sometimes that can sound like a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was amazing. I think it was a dope project all around. And I think that, I don't know if she picked the beats and wrote to them, or if she had the songs and put the beats to them. But the production, whoever mixed and mastered, and who made the beats, it was a phenomenal job. I literally wrote that. Production is phenomenal. Like, phenomenal.
Yeah,
it was a great project.
Production was like our biggest like thing. Like it was our biggest one. So production.
That is what people lose a lot of points on, is production and lyricism. Yeah. But no, and that's crazy because those are like the 2 categories she kind of shine. Shout out Jones. So crazy. We're gonna take a quick little break and grade, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Hello. We have completed grading. It was not that hard because she was phenomenal. So, Sheep, an extended play by Jones, received a whopping 89 out of 100. That's an A. You had an A. The first day.
First project.
Literally, the first project to ever in New Flava history receive an A.
Yep. Yep. There
Literally.
was some that shocked us.
There was.
We thought one was getting the F.
We did think one was getting. I think what is it getting? I was saying that something crazy like a B or a C. Like whoa.
Yep.
But yes, if you haven't already, please go check out Sheep and Extended Play. The link is in the description box below. I hope that you enjoyed this review. Please make sure to follow Kel everywhere. Where can they follow you?
IG, Twitter, Kelley Kel _
Nice.
And I'm working on some creative directing coming out soon, so you can probably check that out soon. It's in the works. I'm working with 2 different photographers, so hopefully that pans out.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, make sure you follow him and stay tuned for all of that. And as always, guys, peace, love, and hip hop.